was a lot better. It really was. I mean, we had over 400 yards of offense. The only thing that was probably, that really kind of, upset you offensively was you had two opportunities in their plus territory, and we just didn't. It came so close. I mean, you look at the couple of fourth downs. I mean, we're third and about a yard away from it on a couple occasions, and we just got to fight for those extra yards to get that.
Something Coach Mullen said post-game, said Dak may have called his own number a few times, and when maybe you wanted to get the ball to Ladarius, people like that. But I mean, Dak was, first SC start was making reads and making decisions.
I thought he made some excellent decisions and excellent reads. I mean, kid rushed for 133 yards, two for 207. I mean, it's hard to say he might have had one or two things that might have went wrong with him, but on a whole, in an environment like that, he was under control of the game. He knew exactly what was coming up. He knew exactly what to expect. I was pleased with his performance. I mean, again, it comes down to those couple of plays. I mean, when you're in an SEC battle, that's what it comes down to. A couple of plays here and there. But if we would have just made them, it would have been really, really easy.
Watching Dak, obviously, on passing plays, he had a ton of time to sit back there.
He did. He had a lot of time. The offensive line gave some time to find some receivers. We got open, completed some balls, and it was really nice and helped our run game immensely. And, in our run game, when Dak's in the game, it's a different type of run game, too. He can carry the ball for us and make some big plays, which he did for us.
I think that was part of what Dan said, which was, I would have liked him to run a little bit less, only because I think he's worried about the contact his quarterback is taking. When you're doing that, you're in the flow, or is that something you're thinking about as the game's going along?
I know Dak, he's thinking about his reads, progressions. He's not really thinking about how many times he carried it. He's more worried about, can I get the first down? What can I do to move the football team? A couple times on the headset when I talked to him, I said, well, you ready? He says, yeah, Coach, I'm ready to go. I need to talk to my guys. He's pretty impressive. He wanted to go talk to his team. Get him up, get him going.
You talk about his teammates and said he's a real charismatic guy that's got to naturally gravitate to. I mean, what kind of guy is he, at least from your point of view?
He strives for excellence. He really does. He strives for that point where, we hand out grades every day. He graded. He's the first guy looking at his grade. No. Look at the film. Okay, you caught me. One of those guys. And he really prides himself on that, which is really neat when you go to the room and the guy picks up his grade sheet and goes, wait a minute, this. So it means a lot to him.
If you could have foreseen the game, would you have thought that we're in the fourth quarter trying to move and we've got a 4th and 1 deep in our own hole and we're going to let Dak run out there and try to convert a first down?
We didn't do it backed up. We did it when we were a little bit farther out, and it was a good play. Dak ran the ball really well and got his first down, and it was really good. I mean, it really was.
On that note, we asked Dan today, you guys have gone for it on 4th down more times than anybody in the country this year.
As long as we keep making it, it's okay.
Right. Do you like that mentality, though? Because I couldn't help but notice on Saturday, Dak doesn't even, it's going to be 4th and 5, and Dak's not running off the field yet. I want to go for it.
That's a great, give them confidence, let them play. I think that's a big part of being successful.
Dan talked today about it's not really a huge deal in practice, Tyler being a veteran, splitting up the snaps, just subtle differences, nothing really major in how y'all practice now with him.
No, it's not. It really isn't. Get him ready to go, and we'll fit right in there right where we need to be.
A.J. had a lot of juice. I thought we knew our assignments. Maybe we knew what they were going to run. We had it figured out. There's some just little minor things like pursuit and tackling that we got to fix.
I mean, how annoying is that to be in position to make plays and they just break tackles? You don't finish tackles off.
It is annoying. It's something we can always get better at. It's something we need to work every day. It's something that they say that every day we can get better at that, and it's something we can improve.
You fixed it pretty quick because I think on one play, the guy broke free from you, and on the very next play, you got your first sack.
Yeah, it was a Husker play, and I just kind of reacted to it a little too slow, and so I got kind of mad, and so I got to redeem myself. And it was a good play. Coach taught me very well. Coach Collins does a good job of explaining, how to react to things.
What does it say when you've got some veteran linebackers, but they're running you and Beniquez out there, and they just want to give y'all the snaps that last year would have gone to guys like Cam and Deontay and Bernardrick, but now they're running y'all in there.
Yeah, it's I'm glad that he's doing that. We're getting used to it. I think that Beniquez and us young guys, and I think we're all learning a lot, and I think everybody's going to be really good once we get it all figured out.
I know you only been here 2 years, but what has Deontay gotten a lot better at your 2 years here? Yeah.
He's gotten a lot better at everything, really. I mean, he's just overall a really good physical linebacker. He's a big guy, so he's really good at fitting the run, and he's also pretty quick too, so he's really good at the pass. And you see him develop every day, getting a lot better.
We just led by example. You know, we didn't have the week that we wanted during the practice and everything, but game time, you know, we say we gotta get out there, go as hard as we can. You know, it's an example for the young guys. You know, and they'll follow us.
I know a lot of fans and coaches have kind of said, "Where's Joe Morrow?" Like, you know, especially those first 2 weeks. I asked you this on Saturday, but looking back at the film now, do you see a difference when you get into the game early and kind of get that first catch and kind of get that off your shoulders and get that momentum?
Yeah, it builds momentum. You know, that first catch, it'll get all the nervousness out. You know, I'm still getting used to being the starter and everything. So when I got there, and like, whether the first pass is to me or somebody else, you know, I get my feet wet. So just catch rhythm.
How can this build, like you said, getting your first catch build momentum? How does this game build momentum going forward for you?
You know, just take it one game at a time. You know, Troy, they played us real good last year and everything, you know. And that was my first, I actually got in the game and everything. So can't wait to get back out there and try to put on the show.
How many times have you replayed that play from last year against Troy?
A couple times, you know. I like to use the same move, but this time I have a different result in it.
Well, you guys early in the game, you may have answered this already, Joe. You and Rojo and even Toby were running wide open down the field. Dak had plenty of time to throw. Y'all were hitting some good deep throws. What was different in this game? What were you get more separation? I mean,
it was just. We should treat every game the same, but it was a big time game. You know, SEC opener against Auburn. You know, we wanted to go there 1-0, so we just out there. We said, look, just leave everything we got out there. You know, don't take no plays off. Just run full speed every time. That's what we did, and luckily we got Rojo got behind a couple guys. Jamie got behind a couple guys. So
how's the attitude been so far this week, guys, trying to bounce back from that tough loss?
You know, losing in the loss is tough. You know, it's just you got to have a short memory. You still think about it. You know, you still watch the film, it still get to you, but you can't do nothing about it now. The only thing you can do is just look forward.
I think as a whole, everybody did their job on the defensive line. I think that right there worked a lot. I mean, we really prepared good for this game, so I think they helped us out a lot.
What was it y'all were doing to make them go away from the run so early?
Fit school. We went to fit school all week during practice. We were working on technique, staying low, getting the gap, head and hands. So, I mean, we pretty much technique D-line.
One of the goals this year was to create more pressure and get in the backfield with sacks. How has that translated into the season?
I think it helps us out a little bit more because, I mean, if they can sit back and throw the ball on us, I think that's going to hurt us a lot. So, but we need to get pressure on them.
How did you and Preston grade out? Because it seemed like you two were in the backfield a lot.
I think I graded out 78%, and he graded out 80 something. He graded out 10, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to talk to coach about it, but yeah.
What was it like playing an SEC road game for the first time?
I mean, it was surreal. The whole experience, just the whole experience. It was a lot to take in. I mean, the crowd, the atmosphere, everything. It was kind of crazy.